Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Fall and Fallow Heart Pod. For those of you joining us for the first time, Fall and Fallow is a horticultural community where users share their horticultural experiences. Our aim is to create and sustain an interest in plants and to combat plant blindness in everyone, everywhere. You are invited to visit our website fallandfallow.com to get some great ideas on how you can help with this mission. Today's guest is the children's book author, W.R., and I look forward to speaking with him about his latest book, Isaiah and the Big Spring Yard Cleanup. It is available on Amazon, and I'm excited that he's on the show today. A warm welcome to you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Before we get started, here is some hort trivia.
Plant blindness is a thought processing limitation where people do not see the plants in their environment. They don't understand what plants do or the importance of plants and how they are connected to our ability to survive on Earth.
Thank you. Let's get right into it. Thank you for joining us today, and it's a great opportunity for us to catch up on your new projects. You've certainly been busy. You're employed full-time, you're raising a family, and you've written a book. Is there anything else missing from that list?
No. I've written several books, but this is the first one I have published. But I encourage everyone to join the Fall and Follow community to stay informed about my next book and its release date.
Great. Now I know you're raising a family. Well, are there certain things that you do with your family when you're, when you have some leisure time?
Definitely. First, I must say my books are a great read. They are based on true life events, and I spend a lot of time with my kids, and we play basketball, but certainly we do a lot of yard activities like the big spring yard cleanup. So definitely my books reflect all of these activities that I do with my kids.
Okay, thank you. It's amazing what it takes to be a 24/7 dad. We look forward to the release of the other titles in the series, and it appears that your inspiration for these books was drawn from your interactions with your kids.
Yes, definitely. I believe that bonding with kids is based on shared experiences, and that's what I try to do every day with my kids. There's no time limit on doing these activities with them. And I do look forward, no matter how busy I am, to having these shared experiences to bond with my kids.
Great. Was there a specific time of the day that you found that you had more time to do some writing, or did you do the writing, I guess, at any time of the day?
I use my electronic device, specifically my iPhone, to do my writing. So I can write at any time, no matter where I am. I just pull out my phone and I use the notepad. And as my ideas develop, I write. So that gives me the freedom and the agility to document my thoughts, which are easy to define because they're all based on true life events. I'm not making up a story. These are events that occurred, and all I'm doing is documenting them. And that makes it easy for me to write.
Right, and it's interesting that you're able to do it on your iPhone because, it gives you the ability to do it at any time, as you said, and you can actually be with them, with your kids and be recording these events in real time. This is the end of the first segment. We will take a short break, and when we return, we will continue to chat with WR about some of the things that he enjoys doing with his kids and how that influenced his writings.
Visit the Endangered Plants blog on the fallandfollow.com website, where you will find more information on plant blindness in our culture and its implications for future generations.
Welcome back to the second segment of our interview with the children's book author, W.R. He's written a series of children's books, and the first book in the series is Isaiah and the Big Spring Yard Cleanup. It's available on Amazon for $5.99, and it's a good read, so I encourage you to pick up a copy today.
Thank you. Once again, I ask everyone to follow the mission of Fall and Follow, become a member of the community, and that will give you an opportunity to also find out when the next title will be released.
Thank you, WR. It's been inspirational to see how committed you are to being there unselfishly for your kids and building those memories.
Yeah. You know, both my kids love basketball, so we definitely bond through the sport. But I also take the time to take them into the yard to help with the spring, fall, and winter cleanups. So this allows me to teach a value system through shared experiences, and it's how I plan to parent. Releasing this first book is really, it resonates with me, and I hope it resonates with parents who want to bond with kids through shared experiences. What I found interesting was, you know, working in the yard with the kids, having them pull weeds. It gives them an intimate relationship with the earth and the environment and the ecosystem that sustains life. And it allows them to really understand why it's important to sustain the earth through these activities.
Thank you, WR. From what I've learned about Isaiah so far, it sounds like he's very active and energetic. Did it surprise you that he would also be interested in gardening with you, which is a more low key activity?
Not at all. I think one of the things is to be a good example to your kids. And by doing things in a certain way, they want to do exactly what you're doing. And so it's important to spend the time, do activities that give them a value system, and they will want to follow along while they're young and hopefully take this value system as they mature and become adults.
Yes, children like to follow a role model, and it's good when you can give them that type of guidance in life. We'll take a short break, and when we return, WR will read an excerpt from his latest novel. Welcome back, everyone, to the Fall and Follow Heart Pod. For those of you joining us for the first time, we're speaking with the children's book author WR, and he is now going to read us from an excerpt from his novel Isaiah and the Big Spring Yard Cleanup.
Yes, I think that what I'm going to read underscores the importance of preserving the land, understanding the environment, and definitely taking care of the environment. So this passage speaks to how Isaiah, as young as he was paying attention to how we were doing things. And his curiosity led him to, speak up about what he was experiencing along with me as his dad. So here's an excerpt from the book, and it goes like this. Isaiah said, "Dad, Matt cleaned his yard super fast. Why do you use a rake to rake the leaves and our hands to pull weeds?" So, to break this down a little, Matt is the next door neighbor, and Matt is truly Matt, not a made up person. And Matt prefers to use power tools. And they create a lot of noise pollution. So, they get the job done quickly. But from my perspective, it's a noise pollution thing. It's scary when we use the rake, the manual rake, and we pull the weeds with our hands. As I said before, it gives us an intimate connection to the land and the earth and the environment that we need to sustain. The birds come by and hang out as we're pulling weeds and raking the leaves because they're looking for earthworms and things that help to sustain the ecosystem. When the power tools are used, the birds don't come by. They're scared away. We don't experience that connection with the ecosystem because we're just blowing the leaves, whacking the weeds, and then we move on. So yes, we are done in 20 minutes. And if we do it manually, it'll probably take us an hour, 2 hours. But the value system that we develop and the bonding that we develop with our kids as we do this is invaluable. So definitely this passage resonates with me, and it also resonates with Isaiah as a young kid.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome.
I hear you say that this is an opportunity for him to learn about nature, and you're exposing him to the outdoors, and you're really teaching him certain skills that he would need for the rest of life, and certain lessons that he needs for the rest of life. So I am sure that we can all take away something from what you shared. So thank you so much for being such a great guest today. And again, the book is available on Amazon for $5.99. Please take an opportunity to pick up a copy.
Thank you for having me.
We have one more bit of horse trivia to share with you.
According to ScienceDaily.com, and I quote, plant blindness is caused by a lack of exposure to nature, end quote.
Thank you. I hope the message also came through on how parents or caretakers could raise horticultural awareness in kids by spending time with them in nature. NHS hospital system in Scotland pioneered the use of nature prescriptions, which encouraged patients to go outdoors and take part in outdoor activities. Due to the positive feedback from patients, this practice is spreading. I will end with this challenge. Parents, caretakers, think about ways in which you can write a nature prescription for your kids. Thanks for listening, and if you enjoyed this Hort Pod from Fallow, please tune in next week for our next episode. I welcome your feedback, so please visit fallandfollow.com to fill out a short survey and take the quiz. Until next time, remember nature's oath. Love nature, and nature will love you back. Bye-bye.